XCOM2, back at it again. Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, it has been decided we're going to go rescue some medics. On poster watch, the poster in the bar? Yeah, bar memorial area has been changed yet again. Diurna is now the dish of the day. Move over Reed, move over Kalani. Robots are what we want to see around here. As well, Gwen and Hooker are enjoying themselves a drink and incidentally also want to be bonded. So let's go ahead and make that happen. But yes, today's mission. We're going to see the Lost, maybe for the final time this campaign. That would be nice. It's going to delay a dark event, which is, you know, an added bonus here, but really what we're going down here for is the 2 field medics. We've got 2 captain level field medics that we're able to pick up if all goes according to plan. Scuffing that plan a little bit is the enemy list and the fact that Congregation is on the table as well. We are in Chile. There shouldn't be any alien ruler complications and there shouldn't be any chosen complications. So what we see here is what we're going to get. But yeah, let's put a squad together and go after it. Reason kind of like at the end of the last episode, I was sort of in the air a little bit about whether or not to go for this mission. The main reason I kind of decided on yes, we'll take it, is we have still got a fair bit of Shadow Chamber research to chew through. So in that time, it would be nice to have 2 additional captains to be able to field, first of all. Because we have missed field medics on quite a few missions. So there's that, but as well as that, we should be able to get these guys psionically graded. Speaking of which, our first psionic soldier is Troll Pants, so we will be bringing them out to play for this mission. Beyond that, I do think there's, now that we haven't got Danger of Rulers and we don't need that fanfire, I think we can get back to trying to get Zed, our Dark Enemy, their promotions as well. They've been sort of looked over for quite a lot of missions of late. I think we do bring a tech specialist with us on this, and then we'll bring Hawks as well, seeing as they're available and good to go. We are missing a sapper, and I'd like to bring Diurna. Maybe we want a sapper instead of a tech specialist, huh? Would be Zentrisa. Also means that we wouldn't be able to heal Diurna. I think we'll let Diurna sit this one out. And maybe we bring Kurog instead. Kurog just doesn't get a lot of work done against the Lost. However, does get a lot of work done against Advent. And would also be able to field an additional lure for us. So let's just take a quick gander at what Kurog will be able to do. Yeah, the Andromedon and Spectre, I think, are reasons enough to field Kurog, in particular with the Black Ice rounds. And we have got the tier 3 weapon there on Kurog as well. So yeah, I think this is going to be the squad. We'll fade out, and when we come back, they'll all have wonderful gear, shiny and chrome. See you in a sec. Okay, I do believe this is going to be us. So let's take a look at Troll Pants, our field medic with psionic grading in play. I've gone ahead and equipped the Psyamp with Disable, Fireball, and Panacea. Panacea is an extra heal for Troll Pants to run with. Disable's an area-wide stun, kind of short range if I remember when Nachos used it. And Fireball is it's a fireball. What more do you need to say? Outside of that, pretty standard fare for Hooker. We've seen Hooker with this setup before, except with the Shredstorm instead of the Blaster Launcher. We've gone for the Arashi on Zentrisa over an Assault Rifle, and then Shadow Lance and Golden Pistols are plenty. The only other thing I'm kind of thinking about now is, do we want to switch out the cannon here for a shotgun on hooks? I kind of feel like the shotgun does a little bit more work, and that would allow us actually to field a second assault rifle with Zentrisa, so let's go ahead and do that. that makes a smidgen more sense. And final thing is that Zed's sitting on 12 AP. I don't think we want to spend anything right now. We're kind of looking to get to major. Shield charge would be nice, but I don't think it's super necessary. So, well, we should probably check Hawks here as well, actually. Anything on Hawks that's missing here? Haunt? Yes, we want to get Haunt for sure. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Let's hit the ground for Operation Metal Inferno to gather ourselves all of the objectives. We've got Lost Lures in the play with Zentrisa and Kurog as well, as it goes. For this mission, though, Troll Pants, Huckett, Zed, Zentrisa, Kurog, and Hawks. Let us see how they get on. Down in Chile for this one.
Sky Ranger deployed. In position for deployment.
And I think, historically at least, these missions where we're able to use the Lost Lure have gone 50-50. They're a bit of a slog to get through, truth be told, because there's just a lot of enemies, both between the Lost and Advent and the aliens and all the things. I think we aren't going to have any sort of ruler or chosen complications, as I mentioned earlier, so there's that element of slowdown removed from the equation. And really it's going to come down to how effective we can make the Lost Lures, of course, the map, and, you know, well, everything, really, everything. I'm sure it'll be fine. This isn't the most experienced squad, but there's a fair range of usefulness to be had with everyone on the ground. And I think Kurog's going to be able to really bring the noise with their gigantic rifle gun. Could you even call it a rifle at that point? It's sort of like a... That's not a knife. This is a knife situation, I think.
One of our contacts in the Resistance has reached out.
Here we go now.
Request. Advent forced some of their people into hiding inside the remains of the old city nearby.
There is going to be a VIP for us to, you know, take into consideration as well.
Location, but the Resistance is sending us an envoy to aid in the rescue.
It doesn't look like we've got a friend on the ground with us for this one, which is unfortunate.
Down and holding position somewhere in this area. Our highest priority is locating them first, but keep an eye out for any additional survivors nearby. Once you've secured the targets, move to the designated coordinates for extraction. Keep your heads up out there, people.
Thanks, Central. I don't remember seeing a Rift Keeper on the enemy list. That's for damn sure. It's a tiny little smidgen of a complication. But hey, we'll make do with what we've got. We've been on this map before, and one thing's for certain, we don't want to use too many explosives or get rid of any cover around this general area. But equally, we don't want to fight in this general area and have to activate the VIP early. So let's proceed straight up the middle here. Whence is Kurog? Where are you? There you are. Kurog wants to get up here for sure. One of the things about playing this game on Legend is that you do so many missions that eventually you are going to see maps repeating themselves, and that's happened a few times. There's the map pool for XCOM2 is significant in size, but we've had a few maps repeat over the course of this campaign. In fact, as I recall, the mission that we had on this map was one in which Acelas went down thanks to a Exalt specialist deciding that combat protocol was the way to go. And, you know, from Exalt's point of view, it absolutely was, because Acelas had 2 hit points, and that's all it took to murder Acelas. Maybe these abandoned cities are all American cities in their heart, so they're all just based off of grids, and that's why they all look the same. Or maybe I'm just trying to justify things that need not be justified. These are the thoughts that keep me up at night. We haven't seen any Advent yet, so let's push in a little bit further. We can comfortably get to here, huh? Okay.
Confirmed.
Argument to be made of just about like launching the Lost Lure, but gonna hold that for now. Seems a bit silly. We can push up with Hawks, and therefore will push up with Hawks.
Not too far.
And everyone else
On Overwatch.
is chilling.
Scanning.
Doesn't look like Hawks spotted any alien activity, so we're not going to Overwatch with Kurog, because I don't want to waste that bullet in case something crazy happens. Oh, there's a shipping container there. That we can use as cover. Interesting. Think we can... Yeah, they've moved. Whatever was there has moved. So I think we poke our heads a little bit further forward with Hawks.
I'm on the move. An alien.
And sure enough, that worked out quite nicely, I would say. Because now... Let's play with that range a little bit. Yeah, that's going to work out tremendously, in fact. So we'll open up with rapid deployment on that lost lure, and let's see what happens next. Here comes the fun.
We've been spotted!
In my heart of hearts, there's a little bit of me that wants to see if we're out landing a hair shell down here, but I don't think it's going to look too hard. Yeah, we can only get it where Kurog can squad site C, huh? So, as nice as that would be, we ain't going to do that. Instead, we're just going to blue move up in the manner to which we've become accustomed, and probably just set up some overwatches
Visual confirmation on the VIP.
that will inevitably be eaten up by
VIP to the extraction
the Lost.
point supersedes all other priorities. Don't let anything happen to them.
What's the range on Fireball? Quick check on that. Okay, it's moderate range. It's about the same as a grenade. And, already mine, no. Panacea, Fireball. Range on Disable, similar to a grenade as well. That's fine.
On Overwatch.
This is stuff we can certainly work with. We just hunker down with hooks. Overwatching with that shotgun of theirs isn't really going to do much in the way of good. And Hawks, as well as Kurog, no Overwatch either. What's kind of interesting here is that because we aren't in view of the aliens there, the Lost are just currently able to move in on them. They're not actually activating. Which means all of our Overwatches, of which I think there are only 2, have been wasted.
How many is that now?
Burning ammo for no real reason.
Target's still up.
Played XCOM before, you know. Hard to believe, though, that might be. Pushing up with Hooker will cap this friendly.
Not a problem.
And yeah, there we go. That's an activation
One
right
of the
there.
contacts we were looking for, but there are still others in the area.
It is showtime. Not going to be a good time for that priest, I know that much. Good grief. This Velez probably is our priority target, and then after that would be the shield bearer. So, do I quick burn here? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think we need to burn a quick burn. Burn. We just go for the box standard.
Toasty!
Clip a few Lost with it as well.
Killed him.
And I think Kurog should be able to comfortably send that. Yeah, it is. 2 ability points for it as well. Okay, so field medic number 1. I want you out of sight and out of mind. You are not going to be very effective, my friend.
Moving. I've got eyes on an advent.
That didn't work out quite as intended. I don't love it. Fortunately, we would flip our friendly if we were to lure in such a manner, and I don't want to do that. That's for certain. So what if we were to send the lure something like this? We want to make sure that Muton Decurion's included in the equation. That's going to include the friendly. That isn't, but it's not where we want it to go. We're looking for the Goldilocks zone here. Good lord. There it is. It's raining lost lures. Yeah, this Rift Keeper and its friends are kind of right up in our friendly's grill there, so we can't do a huge amount about that yet. But these things have been known to change. Hawks actually has got some shots to take here. I think we go for this and fail it. Last mission Hawks was on. Hawks was landing just some insane shots. So that's obviously filled me with a sense of confidence that I shouldn't have. Clarity of Mind is a new ability for Troll Pants as a psionic. 18 turn cooldown, my word. Field medics trained to control their abilities, gain a free use of a psionic skill, and refund all cooldowns, charges, and costs. Mentally refreshing. Need to use it before everything else, but it is free. So that's kind of powerful. I guess we want to use that after we've used some other stuff. And I wouldn't mind connecting a fireball to our shield bearer there, but doing that and finding cover... Well, no, actually, we could bring Troll Pants forward to here, and this should connect the way we want it to, right? It should. The alternative? The Sable, but yeah, the Sable's not going to reach. Okay, the next best thing then would definitely be the Fireball. Although, yeah, okay, that definitely sums that up quite nicely. Let's send it. Okay, 2 damage ain't quite going to cut the mustard, for sure. But hey, we're learning. We're doing new things. And that's what it's all about. It's not like we've had Nacho using Fireball in the past or anything like that. Don't talk about it. Don't worry about it. Don't mention it. Good shot, Zed. Can we do that again? Absolutely can. Great work. Holy moly. Zentresa's chilling, I think. I think Zentresa just reload. You're good, man. It's all good. Okay, so it only did 2 damage from the off, but 3 on the burns, kind of nice. And it did ignore the armor, I think. Although the armor popped up, so I guess it didn't ignore the armor. Oh, is it like an advent convention on this boat, or what? What's going on? Okay, that kind of does make the Rift Keeper a priority, doesn't it? Although, Heavy Lancer isn't really horrifying. Okay, doing that twice and bringing in a Sector Abductor and a Muton Velis on the other hand, yeah, I'm a little bit concerned now. Interesting choice of target by the Lancer. But who am I to complain? It's an unfortunate stun as well. Okay, if it's on this map, it's in our midst right now. Yikes. Oh, Eugenia. Poor sweet dear Eugenia. You are in a little bit of a predicament, my friend. And aren't we all? At least that's burnt that Overwatch for us. Not sure that this pack back here is active with the Andromedon Plaguebearer. I don't think they are, which is a little bit of a blessing. Down with the priesthood, say the lost. Getting a little bit of chug there. Who could blame it, right? Still good. So, this friendly is in predicament A. Trollpants does find the abductor from a flank with the disruptor rifle. I think that's worth taking. Nice crit. Shame about the not killing it. Does this find everyone that it needs to? It does, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's missing from this equation? Zentrisa is. Okay, that's fine. We can do something about that. We were to... Yeah, we'll come forward with Zentrisa. And then, can you send this? Beautiful stuff. Wake Zed back up. We'll come back to you, Kurok. Don't you worry, my friend. So, Hux throws down the shielding. Gives us a little bit of breathing room. I think this Muton kind of needs to be taken care of, and I am of a mind to send the flamethrower through. What is going on in this mosh pit? Is it just Lost and a Priest? It is. It's just all of the Lost and then a single Priest. And then in this direction we've got the Shield Bearer and Muton Beleaguer. Okay, so we'll quick burn and send this flamethrower. Try not to clip our friendly there. We might have to move you actually, huh?
On your order.
Let's bring you back down here then. We'll come back to you. You might be able to do some stunnage for us. In fact, you know... Could you? Or is it one of those that's immune to the stun? It's not. Can you land this? You can. That's... Okay, that's great news. That switches our targeting for this flamethrower quite comfortably then to whatever is going on here.
This might burn a little. Multiple targets neutralized.
The VIP did fall down, which is a little bit of a something something. They're still alive, still in their circle, and it's not scary at all. I'm getting flashbacks to that mission we had with the Warlock, where the Warlock just decided, actually, you know what, I'm going to break all the rules and kill the VIP. So that's not a worry. I'd love to send the Shredstorm Cannon down here, but I just don't see the value. It's going to be so much better if that Shredstorm could actually connect with lots of stuff. A Blaster Bomb, on the other hand, would connect with a lot of stuff. would see the priest and the lancer in its blast radius potentially, but then would also potentially clip the friendly. I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. Hookert's not really one to let me down with blaster bomb usage, so it continues on that way. Although I'm not sure the Rift Keeper actually got hit there. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but then equally our friendly didn't. So swings and roundabouts. Neutron's stunned. Kurog, you do see the shield bearer quite comfortably, in fact. Let's take care of that bit of business. That sentence nearly got away from me, but it's fine. Caught it in the end. And then, do I want to lure again here? We can't cap the Rift Keeper, so I guess we'll hold on. Go for the reload.
Reload sequence.
And what kind of pistol work are we going to see from Orcs here? Not spectacular pistol work. I think instead we'll just... Well, actually though, 76 is pretty good, and it is free. We'd be rude not to do it, but we miss it, so can't win them all, huh? Let's go for the Elite Purifier with the Lance this time, then 85%. Wow, Hawks, this is not your day. Well, if ever there was a group of enemies to chuck a lost lure at, that would be it. Actually, it's just the Plague Bearer that's particularly of interest, really. You don't see that every day, do you? Purifier using its flamethrower? You know, the kind of, like, thing they're supposed to be known for, as opposed to super duper accurate pistol shots? Wow, you're ugly. I don't mind that stasis, though. Going on our first guest. More than fine. Wow, 2 rounds of Purifier flamethrowers. What are the odds? That Rift Keeper's in such a peculiar position because we don't seem to be able to maintain sight on it. And where did you come from? And why are you going for Kurog, you monster? That's not good at all, actually. That's the opposite of good. That's bad. Because we don't have an immediate answer to that. And if Kurog goes down... That's one of our main sources of firepower, so we're going to need to look at solving that problem. Beautiful miss. I was genuinely expecting that to come in and have Zed be stunned again. Not today, says Zed. Like, we can evac Kurog. I'm not worried about losing Kurog. We'll evac Kurog. What I'm worried about is losing Kurog in the context of the mission. Because, I want those Black Ice rounds and that beautiful big gun available and ready to do work, you know? So, how do we solve that problem? I guess the question kind of becomes... Can Kurog solve it themselves? No. Definitely not. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boy. Boy, boy, boy. Okay. Hawks just flat doesn't see the target. Do we move Kurog? I mean, it's not going to accomplish much, is it? We could We could blow its cover. That ain't a bad idea. Because then Hawks could, in theory, turn around, come along this way maybe, and pop it like it's hot. Yeah, I think we go for this. Not sure why it did 2 rounds of damage, but I'm fine with it. Hawks may not even need to move now. No, still does need to move. Okay. We're going to have to sort of use the old-fashioned way of actually identifying our target. So this is probably where we're going to go, I think. It's a little bit scary. But we got to get rid of that Muton. So, for the second time, Hawks, very important you land this shot. This happened on the last mission you were on. I think you were saving Pacify there, or it might have been Clav. One way or the other, Hawks lands the kill that we needed, so we can move on. Centrista's going to need a Lost Lure here, that's for certain. Zed should be able to deal with this Lancer.
That armor's tough.
With gusto.
Neutralized.
And yeah, we need to find a Lost Lure. So it kind of needs to go down this end, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we want to make sure the Andromedon's included in this. And that Elite Trooper, too. Can't forget you. Don't worry. You'll be invited to this party. Oh, look at all the crows. And then I don't love the idea of using the Frost Bomb on this Muton. But equally, I don't really love our chances of landing a kill on it. Unless... yeah, don't love it. Don't love it at all. Unless...
Heading out.
pocket. Rubbish. Okay. Well then. What about... Chop Answer's going to have to swing around here, but there is the smoke.
Here I come.
See what the Disable can accomplish. Seems a bit silly using the Disable on a single target, but, you know,
Step into the void.
we need to do something here. Okay, that was just the weapon. But it should move. And, do I go for the suppression just in case it doesn't move? No, we go for the fire. Go for a shot. Okay, nice landing. It should move. And if it moves, then it's going to need a reload. So I think it's okay. Positive thinking. 9 out of 10 concerns are unfounded. Don't love that coming down on us. Not entirely sure what that accomplished. Oh, okay. It's got an Archon style thing going on there. Our poor buddy. Our poor medic, that is one of the reasons we took this mission in the first place, is going to probably get slapped around here. Although it looks like they're shielded, so that's something. Of course, the reason we aren't able to see the Rift Keeper is because the Rift Keeper has moved away. Wow, that's the Plague Bearer being able to do that is kind of scary, I will admit. Like, it's on the surface, well, you simply move and therefore you don't get hit. But sometimes you don't want to move. The Lost are getting absolutely chunked at the moment. I'm not sure how many remained active. Oof, that was our friendly. 9 hit points, including the shield, which isn't ideal. We need to check if that priest has sustain, because if it doesn't, it's all of a sudden become priority number 1. We've got so many priority number 1s on the field at the moment. What am I talking about? Everything's a priority, therefore nothing's a priority, right? Priests aren't really sure what they're doing. And it's moved. Terrific. Less terrific is where it's moved to, but we'll deal with that later. You ever been this close to a spectre before? I liked that lingering. Giving us a nice close-up of the pause on the spectre's face. I guess the, I'm just going to call it pinions, because that's what the name of the Archon ability is. I guess the pinions aren't going to land until the Advent's next turn. So, hello, Mr. Priest. Do you have sustain? You totally have sustain. Of course you have sustain. Why would I have ever thought in a brief moment that you didn't have sustain? Of course you've got sustain. The trick here is we probably Shredstorm through the Plague Bearer, right? I don't love doing this. But at least we can cap the Purifier and the Priest in the mix here as well, so let's get after it. Beautiful. Now my friend, you can't see the Muton, which is a crying shame. Yep, that's crying shame. Troll Pants could. And if we were to Clarity of Mind here... Ooh, look at that, the will went up. We would be able to... Yes, we could disable the Muton again. So I think we go for that. Just basically doing everything in our power to stop that Muton from being able to act. And so far... So good. We could... Can't. We can't. We could. We can. We can, in fact, disable the Andromedon as well, so let's go for that. Oh, a stun. Even better. Okay, that buys us a little bit of time here.
Good to go.
What I was hoping for there is that Zed would be able to see that Beleaguer, but no such luck. Can Kurog? Well, you need a reload, actually, so even if you could see it, it wouldn't matter. Which is a crying shame. The bomb going to have the reach? Well, I'm down camera. No, the bomb is not going to have the reach. Do we need to lure anything else? We do, right? We need to lure the Rift Keeper, and it's whatever's still back there. We do want to get rid of that Beleaguer, really. I think we overdrive this. And then... No kill. Devastating. Hawks can kill it, though. So, Hawks who can, will. Yeah. Easy money. I guess we probably should have checked if Hawks could have landed the kill before we did the overdrive, but I think probably not. So I'm not going to, you know, spend too much time lamenting that we've used the overdrive. It'll come back. And that should keep Hucket's cover intact. It does, which is grand. %? To send it home, Zed? Give it a try. In lieu of another option. Nails it. What a guy. What an absolute hero. And then there was Zentrisa. Who... No, we aren't really going to make much use of that high ground, huh? Ah. You know what, then? Let's bring Zentrisa around next to where Hawks presently is. 37? Oof. I was expecting a little bit higher than 37 for sure, but hey. Thems is the brakes. I guess we'll suppress the purifier. Oh yeah, return fire through suppression. Is that what you're doing? Fool. So the pinions should land now, right? The Plagians. Right, enough. Oh, it looks like they just do poison damage. So, I mean, all of the Lost just shrug that right off, which is, you know... Not sure what the situation re the poison on our friendly there is. We assume the worst. Oof, that was a loud noise. And that's removed the stun from the Plague Bearer too, which is a little bit scary. Is that a mind control on Troll Pants? It is a mind control on Troll Pants. We might need to stun Troll Pants. There's not really any might about it. We have to stun Troll Pants. Mind controlled psionic. Not on your life, mate. Well, they did a grand old job of clearing out the Lost, but the population seems to have gone through another boom, so that's something. And still no Rift Keeper to be seen. It is hanging around at the back there. Somehow Lost very far away is burning. Very strange. And they're not really swarming the Plague Bearer in a manner to which I'd like them to. But they are keeping Advent busy. The old hang up whilst the game figures out just how much damage the Lost are going to deal and where. Okay, time for a little bit of the full disclosure. I had to reload that turn several times because the hang-ups repeated themselves, well, several times. So you'll notice there's a couple of differences in the way that the squad currently looks compared to when we faded to black. I guess the main events, really, are that this Muton didn't die on our turn. It died to a return fire from Zed, but also set this van on fire. Kurog killed that Muton, rather than us needing Hawks to swing around here to secure it. So Kurog's actually loaded for Bear. And the mind control didn't go to Troll Pants, it went to Hooker, who just promptly brushed it off because Hooker doesn't get mind controlled. Oh, and we didn't Shredstorm Cannon, we Blast Bombed instead. Because the hang-up seemed to be on the priest that was here. So I figured, which is now this priest. So I figured if we get rid of that priest, maybe that will solve the problem. And it did, and we are back. So I might have created about 3 or 4 different timelines, to which I can only apologise, and I hope you don't find yourself in the evil one. To the point, we are back, and we can continue, and I hope you can forgive the sincere lack of integrity that has been on display here. Let's get after it. What a nightmare. Half an hour of my life I'm not getting back. Or close enough as not to matter. Here we go now. So, Kurog first, I think, seeing as we've actually got a bullet in the chamber here. What can we accomplish with it is the ultimate question. This priest is going to sustain, right? Yeah, I expect that it is. Which isn't ideal. Is this priest going to sustain? It is. They're all sustaining. They're sustainable priests. A sustainable priest industry going on. What about, then, a Hesh shell? Can we find a Hesh shell that lands on the Andromedon? No. Can we find a Hesh shell that lands on these 2 purifiers? Also, no. So, okay, it's not going to be the Hesh shell, then. I suppose we knock this priest into his sustain. Unfortunately means that Kurog's not going to get the reload. So, you know, things work out in balance, don't they? This truck's going to go boom, so Zed does kind of need to reposition, but I think he is as good a position as we're going to get. I'm not sure about Troll Pants. I think we probably want to reposition Troll Pants irrespective of the truck status. Let's see if we can land a kill on that Purifier. We can, which is tremendous news. And it would be great if we could stasis this guy as well, Zed, if you're feeling up to it. Nope.
Negative damage.
Big nope. That's fine. Oh, and Zentrisa burned the suppression on that Muton rather than the Purifier. There's a whole host of different things going on. Oh, I don't love this. But in lieu of anything else to do, Zentrisa? Yeah, okay.
Get it together.
Get it together. Hawks does have a shot on the priest. Hawks just has a shot on that many things. The priest isn't actually showing up on the target list, which is impressive. I think we reload and then we'll take that shot.
I need to reload.
Okay. How has that gone down? I don't understand. I'm sure it was 70 before we reloaded. Priest's still up.
I can't let that happen again.
No, you can't. What about our friend? 35% from across the way here. Lands it as well. Amazing. And then Troll Pants. I guess we do want to move Troll Pants. It's probably a good idea that we move Troll Pants. Let's move Troll Pants.
Finally.
Can Troll Pants put the priest out of its misery? Absolutely.
Need a resupply.
Well, that's not quite out of its misery, but, you know, close enough as not to matter. Ish. Well, actually it matters quite a lot. Let's move on. And I think we do send the Shredstorm down. Yeah, we'll send the Shredstorm down this way.
Loose cannon.
Kapow. Another priest in sustain. Everyone except Kurog still in really good health, which is kind of nice. And there are 11 Advents still left on the field. Of an original 22. Although that also includes those reinforcements from the Rift Keeper. He's been kind enough not to add more, I will say. Although now that I've said that, it's inevitably going to add more, right? So that's just how that's how that works. It's a little bit scary. But it's going for the Lost again. So it could have been worse. Although it's just secured a kill. So go for the Lost again, though. Nice. Missing the 95. Love to see it. What I'd probably try and Lost Lure here, just so the Rift Keeper starts getting kept busy. Before this Shield Bearer shows off for us again, though, huh? Ah. I was wondering where that Spectre had got to.
I won't last long at this
Really?
rate.
On Hawks? Not too sure what we're going to do with this Andromedon here, because Kurog needs a reload. It is the one that would have otherwise been in the best position to land a shot on it. Although, the Lost might well keep it busy. They've the dashes have certainly closed in there. Would have been super nice if they'd like clinched the kill on that priest for us, but can't win them all, huh? Most of the closest threats do have Lost friends, which is good. Anything to keep them busy, right? Nice amount of damage there, 5. Very respectable. Priest down. Zombie up. I'll take the zombie over the priest for sure. And that priest is really getting bullied. There's a bit of a weird thing going on here as well, where the blue circles around the friendlies have disappeared. They haven't miraculously been capped, so just in case you were wondering there.
Not a problem.
Okay, how do we deal with this Andromedon? How indeed. It would be so nice if Kurog had more range on its grenades. But it doesn't. And that's just what we have to live with. Rodon's capable of being disoriented, right?
Done.
Not that you've got that ability.
I'll get him next time.
Yes, try on that was probably ill-advised. I don't know, I thought they might have had the ability. I thought, you know, maybe Lady Luck was on our side. But, of course, it wouldn't have that ability. I've played this game before. In lieu of something better to do right now, I'm kind of feeling this flamethrower. But I want to see if there's something we can do about this Andromedon. I'm just kind of not particularly expecting that there is anything that we can do about it. What about a fireball? Although that would just deal with the Lost more than Andromedon, and it isn't necessarily going to do anything to the floor, right? So yeah, that's no go. Let's bring Trollpants back. Go for the free reload, and let's see what that shot percentage actually looks like on the Andromedon there. 33. Well, that's no fun. Take it anyway. 1 in 3 chances is still a pretty good chance. It actually lands it as well. Big damage. Alright. That's a stop. Zed's got coin flips, so let's see what Zed can achieve here. Nice crit. It's on 1 hit point, which means Hooker could theoretically finish it off if we really wanted to go down that route. But let's see if Zed can seal the deal. Nope. Yeah, you did. Zentrisa, we want to find that ultrasonic lure for certain, and it's probably about there that we go for. So let's make that free. And then send it. Cap the shield bearer, and I'm hoping it's capped the Rift Keeper. But we won't know that until we know that, I suppose. Teresa does have a 24%. Yikes. I mean... Give it a try? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Adjusting aim.
You're doing nothing, Kurog. Hawks. Hawks, Hawks, Hawks. Can Hawks find the Andromedon? 42%er? Or 64 with the pistol. Give it a try. Or 51 on the Spectre, because the Spectre's quite a bit of a threat as well here. Or 58 on the Spectre. I think actually... Dang it all to hell. Alright, Hooks. Send that.
Hey, we've got loot here. That's how it's done.
Actually landed the hit. We didn't... wasn't expecting the hit to land, truth be told. But it did, and that's really good. And Kurog is... Yeah, that's turn. Okay. Really banking on the Lost, keeping the Spectre and Andromedan Shell busy. We did land it on the Rift Keeper, importantly. That beam is very scary. I wonder if the Andromedan Shell actually maintains the Lost Lure debuff. I guess we're about to find out. It doesn't. Oh, you nasty piece of work.
Got one down here.
Evil hooker. And that looks like Evil Hooker going for a flank on our special guest there. So much for the Lost keeping the Spectre busy, I suppose. It's one furious Andromedon shell there. I'm not sure where it's trying to get to. Is it going to go for Kurog again? Because that would be so annoying. If it is, it's got a ways to go. At least. I feel like calling the shield bearer's gun the Thumper. Because guns should be named for what they sound like. And I say that as a gun enthusiast. I have a long, storied history of being enthusiastic about guns. Most of what I just said was a lie. Quite a lot of these Lost have somehow managed to set themselves on fire, and I really can't figure out how that's happened. Hooray, they killed the priest. And now the priest is a zombie. Same again. So what, we've still got two priests, right? We've got one over here, and I'm sure there's one back here. Yeah, there's one. We need to deal with that hooker problem. And that Spectre. But really, I think the priority is probably the hooker problem right now. The Andromedon shell's gone on its merry way, so... that is what it is. So you've actually got 90% on that, which is kind of nice. We'll take that action. Oh, now you don't... I don't understand what's going on. Where did the 90% come from? Oh, whatever. Take the 50-50. Sure. I don't understand. Help me understand. Oh, we probably want to deal with that armor in some way, shape, or form, huh? Not that we've got any means of doing that. Didn't really prep for armor. Yeah, Kurog, I think, is going to deal with the actual Spectre then. Off with his head. I should say it was, Kurog. I should say it was. Question is, okay, Hawks does see it. Terrific. 57. Man. Yeah, this thing's going to stay alive. I'm going to summon another Spectre. I can feel it in my bones. Unless we freeze it. But that I want to keep the Frost Bomb for the Rift Keeper, you see. Oh. Really isn't very good. Let's bring our special guest all the way back and just get it out of that little situation right there. And then... not too sure what to do with Troll Pants.
Here I come.
You do see it, actually. 31%. Actually, we'll go for a suppression on it.
Suppressing target.
It ain't much, but it's probably the best we could do. I just don't want it to, you know, shoot at us. If it's going to replicate the Spectre, then so be it. I think that's the first time we've seen that this mission, the old stasis on the Lost. Here comes Thumper. I'm sure there's a trooper on that boat as well, by the evac. Quite sure, in fact. You know, going into this, I was all, oh yeah, this mission's not going to drag out because there's no Chosen or Alien Ruler. Look at me now. I think Trollpants probably wants to find the VIP and get rid of that acid burn if possible. Well, it didn't shoot us, but the flamethrower is equally scary. Maybe we do want to frostbomb those two. Because Hooker's flamethrower does, in fact, deal significant sums of damage. So the Andromedon's right on top of Trollpants there. I'm just kind of hoping that the VIP in the middle isn't... It doesn't look like they're stood in the acid, actually, so I guess they're safe from an acid bath for now. I love individual Lost movements. It's got to be said. No respect for acid on the floor, these Lost, do they? Hey, bit of damage on the Rift Keeper. We'll take it. Is that a sustain on? No, it's actually still got 2 hit points remaining. I'm thinking about the Ice Bomb on the Spectre and the Hooker Shadow because it'll keep replicating. We've got that Andromedon shell really up in our business. That probably needs to be prioritized right about now. We don't necessarily have any other means of actually dealing with the Spectre and the Hooker Shadow without Kurog taking the shots. But we need Kurog to take the shot on the Andromedon shell. I will say one thing for the Lost being on fire in this manner, like, it gives you a bit of time to sort of really think about your actions. because that's something that you're not normally afforded in a turn-based tactical game. I feel like I'm being all complainy here. Like, let it not be said that I dislike The Lost. I think The Lost are a fantastic addition. It's just a bit frustrating sometimes dealing with like these weird little things that you have to deal with. We can put this down without taking a shot from Kurog. That's massive. Troll pants. Would you kindly?
You can't handle me.
Probably should have reloaded there, but I was just feeling so into it. Okay. Really, we want to deal with the clone, right? Yeah. Really, we want to deal with the clone. Such terrible shots. Oh, yep, we're at the point of laughter. So bad. So bad. 37 or 33? 37? 30. Oh my goodness. Yep.
My sights are off.
I didn't even want to bother using the pistol.
Resupply.
1%. 1% shot. Oh. Come on. I don't even know what's going on here because the Spectre and Hooker's Shadow seem to be sharing the same location.
Ready for a surprise.
I'm gonna have to go for the ice bomb. Which one's this? That is Hooker. 50-50. Lands it. Great shot.
That armor's tough. I need ammo.
Oh, man. Yeah. We want to try and set up something for the next turn. So removing the armor is kind of necessary there. Can you just get rid of this? No, you can't.
Enemy is still up.
Oh, they're in smoke. Of course, they're in smoke. All makes sense now. Because the Shadow Flamethrower didn't it? Kind of interesting that the beam weapon on the Rift Keeper isn't triggering headshots. Nearly there. Nearly there. Telling myself. Do you know all it would really take is the same, I'll call it technology in lieu of a better word, but the same technology that enables like the Lost to move an attack as a group applied to damage, like taking damage from burns and acid, etc., to be applied in the same way. Like, you would lose a bit of tracking on who's being damaged by what, so you wouldn't necessarily want that on Advent units, but for Lost I think it's fine. But then, how often do you find yourself in a situation such as this, where you've got, like... I don't even know how many Lost we've actually got active on the field right now. Like, in the base game, it probably wouldn't happen. In fact, I think there's a cap of something like 40 Lost active at once in the base game. And, like, after there's 40 that are active, it just won't spawn anymore until you start, like, thinning their numbers. It might be more than 40, it might be less, and I might just be making that entire mechanic up. But I feel like I've read somewhere that that is a thing. Which, I mean, you know, it would make sense. Because, yeah, situations like this kind of suck. But we're getting through it with stamina and endurance and a love of XCOM 2. and biting the bullets that we fire when we mod games. To the extent that this game is currently modded, at least. Sure, like 1 or 2 probably wouldn't have this impact, but the mod list that's running here is obscene. Never mind all of the little innie edits I've made, so, you know. Them is the breaks. At least our guys are all looking healthy and happy. Okay, that loot's not something that's going to leave me feeling incredibly upset, which is very positive, very good. Okay, they're still in smoke, unfortunately, so we're going to have to just contend with that, I think. Yeah, we're going to have to contend with that, I think. Oh, a nice hit, though. Big hit, in fact. We'll switch target to the main Spectre, because Hooker can... Nice hit again. Good work, Zed. Oh, Hooker's lying on the floor in a pool of their own making. Hooker can't secure the kill. Oh, Centrisa, give me a heads, would you? Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, so I got one.
Oh, my word. Okay, there's 33 lost, actually, so maybe this would happen in the base game. What do I know? Alright, Hawks. You're a beauty. You're a beauty. Do that again. No, you can't do it again. That would be absurd.
I can only blame myself.
Oh, don't blame yourself. Don't worry about it.
My ammo has run dry.
It's still moving.
I don't even know why I'm taking those shots. Do we need to free reload this? Probably not. Although, do we move? I think actually, yeah, we freely reload this and move. Or do we though? Yeah, we do. We do. Has Hooker got a turn, actually? Got an action. Oh, they've got 2 actions. Stupendous. Alright, let's just get in it.
On my way.
In and amongst it. I don't believe it.
Missed the target.
It's...
Running dry.
Oh, Hooker, I hyped you up for all of that, and look what you've done to me.
Let's do this.
The good news is that the remaining aliens in Advent are busy dealing with Lost, so our problem is just a distinct lack of accuracy. Ah. I kind of feel like maybe we should have moved Kurok forward there. Instead of just going for the basic reload. Well, at least we're not the only ones with terrible accuracy. Ah, more burning. 33 lost, and it feels like all 33 of them are on fire, right? They have some interesting mechanics as relate to fire as well. So if they move next to each other, which Lost are very prone to doing, their fire will spread. Like setting, say, this guy on fire wouldn't, and then having that guy stand next to his friends wouldn't spread, whereas Lost will spread it. Which is why, like, one Lost being on fire translates to all of the Lost being on fire. There's another priest back there. What are you doing? There's not much point in us hanging around and going for the kill on the Rift Keeper, etc., because we can't collect corpses. And I mean, I don't even know that we go for the Gremlin Mark III. Not like we've got tech specialists coming out of the walls available to be used all the time. I think Grumpton and Kerwin are just kind of sitting there waiting to be sent on a mission, I guess. I think I've just sort of I've come to a point where, because like so much of this campaign has not had a tech specialist, the squads I'm building at this point are all using the tools that I've become super familiar with over the course of everything. So the tech specialist just kind of isn't filling a niche that I'm comfortable working with or using. I don't know. Okay, Hooker, what you did before was incredibly embarrassing. But this time,
What did you expect?
the smoke is cleared, so you can do what we need you to do.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
We want to move up for sure.
Clear.
And yeah, this is it, what I was talking about. I kind of feel like we should have brought Kurog maybe onto this crane or something. Or even onto here. I mean, that being said, you know, Kurog, like, can kind of just do whatever with the squad site and everything, so maybe that's much ado about nothing. I don't know. No. Been in this mission for a long time now, and everything's sort of beginning to unravel. I think we do want to try and clean some of this mess up so we don't have to keep watching it. Ideally just the ones that are on fire, so the Rift Keeper can remain occupied. Of course, accuracy is still very much a thing that we must contend with on a daily basis.
Let's see what it can do.
Because yeah, I mean this is effectively like a. They're all watching Take That, and the reflex just started playing. And I don't know, Peter Andre is also on the stage. Which means that the headlines tomorrow will be about his ongoing divorce. So what I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that the remaining Advent troops and the Rift Keeper are incredibly distracted. So we could just grab our VIPs and go home and listen to the hit Duran Duran song Back for Good. Alternatively, it's not going to happen because they've got so much health and armor to chew through, but alternatively, there's a world where the Lost win and then turn around on us and we have to manage all of the Lost. But I mean, that's not going to happen. Yes, we're aware you're on fire. You can see that. And you as well, Lost Zombie. There's nothing special about it. You've all been on fire at this point. It's become mainstream. I am confident in saying that this should be the last Lost mission of the campaign. It's gonna take a pretty significant dark event or pretty significant reward like this one for us to do another Lost mission. I think this may well be, unless they're like a sit rep on another mission, you know, it might happen. But on an actual mission such as this one, where the Lost are a kind of like defining feature, yeah, I think this might be the last time we see them. By think, I mean hope. I can't do this anymore. This is 2 marathons. And yes, fine, they're a bit of my own making, but I can still complain about it. I can still make a scene and a fuss. Grab our VIP at long last.
You've got the primary targets in tow. Secure any additional operatives if possible, but make sure you get our contacts to the...
And then I want Trollpants to move up to something, yeah, here, because Trollpants translates half cover into full cover, so that's fine. Orcs then goes into where Trollpants just was. Our VIP goes to where Zentrisa just was. Durog finds high ground. Yes? Yes.
Just how fast do you think this unit is?
VIP over yonder. New friend. Up front.
Covered.
Hooks up front.
Heading out.
And Zed. Just in case. I don't think we'll need to, but just in case. Zed's going to stand right out in the open, drawing some fire. And is actually going to burn some ammo here as on the Lost. And that's the plan.
Got him. Hostiles pacified. Target neutralized.
I think we just keep going.
Target eliminated.
That one's not on fire. That one is.
Hostile neutralized. Let's do this.
And I mean, can we find another one that's on fire, maybe? You're not. Or are you? It's hard to tell. You are.
Big deal. We're green to go. I'm ready.
And then, yeah, we're gonna over the next couple of turns just get into the evac and get out of here. Of course, the Rift Keeper's gonna do everything in its power to stop that from happening by sending in a lone chrysalid. It's a little chrysalid. Okay. What will show up next? Ah. Good. Do you know something? We've barely seen Pathfinders in such a long time. I think the last one we saw was on the Avenger Defense. And then this guy. Those mechs love their micro missiles. Any opportunity to do damage over an area like that, they'll take it. I believe the terminology used is full send. Well, our move forward seems to have lit a fire under this trooper and priest. So we might still yet have a bit of a fight on our hands after all. What a nightmare. How were they on fire, though? Where did this fire start? That's the real mystery, isn't it? Was it Hooker all the way back? Was that flamethrower the cause of all of our miseries? But it's becoming problematic because, like, the would-be distraction is kind of disbanding a little bit. Like, I don't know, the Take That concert's taken a dark turn because Noel Gallagher's appeared and he's doing a cover of Hero by Nickelback. So naturally everyone set themselves on fire and are now just running around aimlessly. They finally took down the shield bearer. .45 hit points on that Rift Keeper. And then the Priest and the Trooper remain. And then the moon will land. It's the dawn of the final day. And only a little boy and a collection of masks can save us. That was a creepy game, Majora's Mask. Good game, but creepy. Especially when Nemesis showed up. Yeah, don't you go setting yourself on fire there, Eugenia Rocha. You know what, Hux? Seeing as we're probably going to get into a bit of a firefight here, let's set some shielding up, and then let's think about bringing this one home, shall we? By bringing this one home, I mean shooting this chrysalid point blank in the face. Or the torso, whatever works for you, Hooker. And we've got Kurog in position to deal with the mech, so that's super excellent, actually. Big fan of that. You know what? You, my friend. Can make that chrysalid break apart into its constituent pieces. Do we bring Troll Pants up again? I think we do.
There are no additional VIPs or resistance operatives working in that area.
Great
Should
shot.
be clear to move for extraction.
You love to see it. Kurog goes for... Ooh, hello. No, Kurog takes care of this little problem first. Wow. Not our first instance of 20 damage?
It's dead, as requested.
It certainly is dead. Good grief.
Preparing my weapon.
Okay, are you on fire? No. Yes. Entries. Hawks kind of needs to just get up.
I understand.
At least they understand. And our VIP, I'd really like it if we could find a way to the evac with our VIP on the next turn. So I'm gonna be brave. And old Sergeant Pepper here can just oh, I don't know. Let's get rid of some of the shielding for us. Yeah, cheers. Good lad. Nice one. You're out.
Done.
If nothing else, we've gotten one medic out of this horror show. Ah, right. Are you on fire? No. This one's on fire, right? Yeah, send up. Or don't. Doesn't quite work going Z as it does Zen Teresa, but hey, sure. Stasis, terrific. Unbelievable.
We lost the
You know what?
VIP.
Good.
I just hope the resistance can make do without them. Commander, we should get the rest of our people to the extraction point as soon as
I hate
possible.
this game.
The longer we wait around, the worse our chances look.
I don't. I love this game. It makes me laugh and cry in equal measure. We're going through all of this on the VIP to die. Right at the end of the mission, VIP just gets blasted in the face by an elite trooper. That up to this point has basically minded its own business. Right, we're here for the medics. One medic's gone. We've secured half of our actual purpose. There's nothing like it, is there? There's nothing like it. You could be set adrift in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. No land around you for miles and miles. And that wouldn't be as bad as what just happened to our VIP. And by extension, us. Riftkeeper's kind of spooky looking when it's got its shell open, huh? Bunch of missed shots on trying to tidy up the fire burning lost so we don't have to watch this travesty unfold, and then troopers just, oh, that guy's what you're trying to rescue? That's your main objective? Bang! Well, that'll teach the Riftkeeper for showing off. The question in my mind now is, can we just get everyone out of here? I feel like Puckett and our medic friend might struggle. Zed's in stasis, so they're going nowhere. So I suppose the answer to my question is a resounding no. But soon, we will be out of here. I'm of a mind actually just to evac people. Like, get them to the evac, take a shot, send it. So Troll Pants, for example, gets the evac, takes a shot, goes home. Oh, Hookup could make it, actually. And so could our friend. Zed can't, as we said. But everyone else actually could. So you know what, let's just go. And then, Zed will be fine. Kirog will be fine. Right? Right, though?
Covering ground.
Good to go.
Yes. Yes, they'll be fine. I have to believe that.
I need ammo.
You're out.
Double time.
Kirog will make their own way. Puckett's out.
Good to go.
So yeah, that's everyone except Kirog and Zed. Kirog can get out of their own accord, and Zed can make the run next turn. And I probably should have taken the shot with Kurog before we lost all of the line of sight, but that's my burden. It's my challenge. And hey, we know where the hair shell's going, right?
Don't you wish you had more of me?
Interesting that the hair shell uses the ammo that Kurog is attached. That's useful to know, actually. Zed just has to survive whatever's about to be thrown at them, and that's it, we're done. Almost. I mean, for all intents and purposes, this mission is over. Unless we get another stasis land on Zed or something ludicrous like that. Which very well may happen. Okay, it's going for the lost. It's going for the lost, we're fine. Oh, this has truly been a journey. But as I said, what feels like a lifetime ago, this may well and should be, and I'm hoping is the last mission of this type we do this campaign. So, I suppose, in its way, it's fitting that it's been a horrible slog. A marathon of ludicrous proportions. And a giant Pokeball has been there the entire time. And I think those lost are actually coming for Zed and Kurog now. Because the Lost Lure carriers are gone. Yeah, you better not block that passageway. If Zed can't make it to the evac, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
I think they got me. Enemy eliminated.
At any moment now, we will arrive at the moment of truth. And here it is. Zed makes it to the evac. Amazing work. Okay, Kurog. Step 1, overdrive. Step 2, bug out. And then Zed.
Got it. Moving.
The nightmare is over.
I'm gone.
If I could go back in time 2 hours and tell myself not to take this mission, I absolutely would.
Lost in the process. We
Ah.
need to be better going forward.
We need to be better going forward. You listen here, Central. You listen here for a minute. Let's take a look at the stats. 3 kills for Troll Pants, 73 damage, and 11 of 13 shot accuracy, which is very respectable. 18 kills and 261 damage from Hooker is tremendous. Flamethrowers and blaster bombs and shredder cannons and all that noise doing a huge amount of work there. Zed, huge amount of damage as well. 19 of 26 shot accuracy. 5 kills for Zentrisa, 44 damage. Actually quite low, but I guess Zentrisa had all of the utility grenades rather than damage grenades. 10 kills for Kurog and 145 damage. Love to see it. And then only 1 kill for Hawks is super unfortunate. I would have liked to have gotten more kills with Hawks, but that's just the nature of the game, isn't it? Oh. I think we'll meet our 2 new soldiers next time, because, you know, this episode's gone on a little while.
And so the elders blessed
And I
us with
could
yet
probably do with a
another
nap.
victory.
A beer and a nap.
Are humble,
Or a nap and a beer.
taking one more step towards the glorious future they
Probably not at the
promise
same
us
time.
all.
Just end up with a mess on my hands. Mission failed. Oh, complete with the sad mission failed music as well. Like, it's just
As if things weren't
It's just
bad enough
insult to
between the
injury
elders,
and no
your
promotions, because why would there be
alien armies,
promotions?
and the chosen.
That was
Now we've got
horrible.
zombies to deal
Horrible.
with.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. But hey, we got the 2 medics that we went in for, so that's less horrible. Of course, Trollpants is shaken now, so is Zentrisa. What a nightmare. What an actual nightmare. I'm not even going to do the usual post-mission, let's do some scanning, etc, etc. I think we do just need to call it a day there. So that's what we will do. Thank you very much for bearing with me through that slog, that nightmare, that swamp level. But we made it. And for the 3rd and final time, I'll repeat it. I think that's probably going to be the last Lost mission of the campaign. So as much as I like the Lost, and as much as I enjoy using Lost lures, good riddance. Thank you very, very much, as always, and I'll see you next time. Take care.
This is the voice of the resistance, bringing you the unfortunate news of defeat today against the forces of the invasion. We honor the sacrifice of those who serve, but the fight must go on, and humanity must retake this world.